Okay, let's look at this last video for section 4.3. This is going to kind of make it all run together from the last two videos. From the last two sections, I should say. We've got a cubic equation. Leading coefficient is 1. So cubic equations, remember we said that these graphs had ranges that were all real numbers. This one will probably have 3 minus 1, which is 2, so 2 turning points. Could probably have 3 factors in it in this case, we will end up having 3 factors to it. So what they're going to tell us to start off with is that x cubed plus 3x squared minus 13x plus 15 equals 0. And they're going to go ahead and give us one solution. And the solution that they're going to give us is negative 1. And we need to find the other two solutions. Now, they may be real, they may be imaginary. But let's see what happens here. Well, to find the solution, and they tell me this is the solution, so I'm going to plug in negative 1 here. So this would be 1, 3, negative 13, and 15. Pull down my 1. Negative 1 and 1 is negative 1. 2, because 3 negative 1 is 2. Negative 1 and 2 is negative 2. Negative 15. Negative 1 times negative 15 is positive 15, and we get 0 as the solution. Now this tells us a few different things. This tells us that f of negative 1 is 0. And it also tells us that negative 1 is a root, which would mean that x plus 1 would be a factor. Now, we need to see if there are 2 more factors. Well, we don't have to keep doing synthetic division here because what we're left with here is a quadratic. So this is the same thing as x squared plus 2x minus 15. So I'm going to come up with this by factoring. Now, if you want to use the quadratic formula, you could use the quadratic formula here as well. But I'm going to factor, and this is going to be x plus 5 times x minus 3. So we get x equals negative 5 and x equals 3. So I have 3 solutions to this problem. One of them they gave you. Now, on your computer, you have to re-enter this value. If you don't put the one in there that they gave you to start with, it's going to tell you you're wrong. So your solutions are negative 5, negative 1, and positive 3. This also tells me that x plus 1 times x plus 5 times x minus 3, if I multiply all those together, I would come up with x cubed plus 3x squared minus 13x plus 15. So this is what I'm looking at. A few different things to do with it. When you get down to 3 terms, you've got a quadratic. It's a lot easier to factor a quadratic than to do synthetic division. Or again, use the quadratic formula if you need to. So you'll have some homework problems to do from 4.3. Again, I'll probably post your next video next Friday. We'll probably be running out of videos pretty soon, but you're going to have a lot of time. Take advantage of that to do the Unit 4 review. Hopefully next time I'll have a little bit more details on how the next test is going to work as far as my distributing is concerned. So please keep up with the videos. Thank you. Keep working hard, and I miss y'all.